Hi everyone, I'm back to you with another grammar lesson. We're going to work on non and none of, and of course, the difference between non and neither in this lesson. Now, use of non as a pronoun. When you say non, it means not one, it means not any. But the key point is that you're talking about a group of people or things, usually three and more. Usually three and more. Now, guys, we can say we had two patients, but they had none. Means they did not have any patient. Sorry, we have got none left. Nothing is left. Nothing is left. Another example, they waited for the members, but none came. No one came. No one came. Good. Now, the first one was none. The second one is none of. None of. You can say none of my colleagues is on shift now. There's a key point here. None of my colleagues is on shift now. The name you use after none of is always plural, colleagues. And the verb you use is singular. None of my colleagues, plural, is on shift now. This one is singular. Another example. None of my children is present now. Children is the plural of child. Is singular, the verb. We ran through the list, but none of the machines seemed any good. None of the machines, you can see here that after none of, I used machines, which is plural. I know what people are saying, but none of it is true. None of it is true. Means nothing is true about what they say, what they're talking, what they're saying. Now, it here, it refers to this part, what people are saying. What people are saying. None of it is true. Good. Let's go a bit further. Now, there's a grammar point here I need to tell you. Do not use another negative word such as not with none. Why? It makes the problem of double negative. Double negative. Now, we had two patients and they didn't have none. If you say they didn't have none, none is negative. Did not is also negative. So you have double negative. And this one is wrong. Two negative makers here. The true format is we had two patients, but they had none. They had none. Means they didn't have any. When you say they had none, none is negative, so it makes the sentence negative. You do not need another negative maker. Now, as another option or another alternative, you can say not any. If you do not want to use none, you can say not any instead. We had two patients, but they did not have any. They did not have any. Now, this is a synonym for none above we had just reviewed. Good. There's a question always for students. Should we use singular or plural verb after none? The answer is both. Both can be used, but there is a slight difference. When you use a singular verb after none of, like this one we have here, none of us is able to escape the consequences of our actions. This one is formal. This one is formal. In informal situations, you can use plural verbs like this one here. None of the trains are going to Paris. This one is informal. Now, if you want to make this formal, you can say none of the trains is going to Paris. Another informal example, none of us care what happens to him. This one is informal. Good so far. Here we're going to work on the difference between none and neither. Keep in mind, whenever you say none, it means you're talking about a group of three or more. A group of three or more things. Now, when you say none of my friends came, means your friends were three or more than three, they did not come. Now, when you use neither, it means you're talking about two. Talking about two. Neither of my parents wanted me to go. Your parents are your father and mother, two persons. Father, mother. When you say neither of my parents wanted me to go, means my father did not want me to go. My mother did not want me to go. Thank you, everyone. Good luck.